So last but by no means least at all is Maris Botero. So joining us today from Colombia, Maris is a data scientist and machine learning engineer. Today, Maris will introduce us to how machine learning works, what it is used for, and what tools are most used by data scientists for creative problem solving. So thank you, Maris, and you may start.
Hello, everyone. I am Maris. I am very happy to be here with you. Thanks to the opportunity, I really appreciate. Thanks to the organizers for their amazing work. And thanks to the speaker for sharing their knowledge. And thanks to all of you. Uh, I am Maris. I am from Colombia. And Colombia is a country with mountains, flowers, and coffee. And today we are going to talk about machine learning. What is machine learning? What is artificial intelligence? Machine learning and artificial intelligence are different. You have probably heard a lot of information about that. And artificial intelligence has many branches. It is not one thing, it is a multiple things together. Basically, machine learning, it is making decisions with data to create prediction. Let's do an example to understand the concept a little more. Imagine that you are creating a game, a lottery game. You have different images about sports, about fruits, about animals. And what do you do for classify those images? When you play this game as a human, it's very simple because when you were a baby, you learn to identify these kind of images. For example, you know what is a sport, what is a fruit, what is an animal, and this is the principle that machine learning use. Uh, so machine learning create decisions and create predictions with data. But what is data? Data can be anything. Data can be numbers, data can be text, voice, and whatever numbers or information that we can recollect. Think now that you have this example, but you have millions and millions and millions of images. What do you do for create a software? What many combinations do you need for create a solution and create a classification? For example, you need to know about different kind of images. You need to know about size, about, for example, cartoons, or different information about that. How many lines of code do you need for that solution? This is a really difficult task, and you need a lot of lines of code. And this is the reason that you heard a lot of information about machine learning, because right now there are a lot of data, and we need people like you that create solutions with machine learning. I believe that you can create whatever you want with machine learning. In this order of ideas, there are two ways to programming. For example, a traditional software development and machine learning models. When you want to create a traditional software, you have inputs, you create some rules to produce an output. And when you want to create a model, you have inputs and outputs, and your model learns about data to create some rules. Let's do other example for understand this case. But wait, when you think about machine learning, you think that this is a magical, this is a black box, and I don't know what happened in that box. You think you saw that you had a picture of your pet, and the black box say that it is a dog or a cat or something like that, but there is no magical. This machine learning model works with data and create prediction about the examples with about the examples. Now, let's do other example. We have input and output. In a traditional way, you can see that we have different inputs, and I want to create a software, for example, and I want to create a function or something like that, or an algorithm to find a solution for my inputs. But think about, for example, a machine learning model. You have, for example, a 38. What is the output with machine learning model? What can do this? Let's do this example in a traditional way. In a traditional software, we have a formula to create this solution. This formula corresponds to Celsius degree to convert Fahrenheit degrees. And it's very simple. You have different inputs and you can find the solution. You can see that you can create a function, you can create a formula and return the output. It's very simple. But think about if you have millions and millions of data. Think about the formula. It is not easy. For that reason, we can use machine learning models. And machine learning models works with inputs and output to create the solution. For example, I speak Spanish. And when I was baby, I learned about my language because my father spoke in Spanish. But maybe you speak other language. Other language, because our model learn about the data, and it is very different if my model trained with data, for example, Spanish recognition or English recognition. It is depend on the data that my model create their prediction. In this case, we have inputs and outputs, and my model runs and create a prediction about these algorithms. For example, if I want to know about this machine learning model works, we want to run this code in Google Colab and know what is the process inside them. A machine learning models making decisions with data and create new predictions about new data. This example, our model learned about input and output, and then my model will be predict new values. And looks like this. This is a magical box with machine learning model. We have data, we have that inputs and output, and we can find the solution, some rules for create new prediction. So this is a very simple way to understand what machine learning works. And right now, there are amazing tools for create machine learning models. I believe in you. I believe that you can create whatever you want, and TensorFlow is a really good tool for create your model, your solution, your creative project. And Google Colab is an interactive Python notebook when you run these models. Let me share with you this code in Google Colab. Give me a second, please. can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. TensorFlow is an amazing tool. You can create whatever you want. And this is, in this time, we want to create our first model. And we had a very simple example with the formula Fahrenheit degrees, and we had inputs with degrees, and our project wants to find a solution for this example. It is very simple, but we want to train a model and create a solution. So there are parts that are important for use. TensorFlow is important in for libraries and create our model. In this case, you can see that we had input and output, and our model learned about that. Our model will be trained with our examples, and then we can predict the future. For example, let me share with you this prediction. Our model tried to predict 100, and you can see the results, and you can compare. Wait. You can compare our formula. It's very similar, and our model train it and creates a prediction about the future. Our model didn't know about the formula. Our model only learned about the examples and create this prediction. This is the way that you can create our models and use these amazing tools. And that's it. You can learn about machine learning and TensorFlow in the website. There are amazing tutorials, workshops, and explore these kind of tools for your learning. Thank you to all of you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Hello, Maris. Thank you for your chat.
Thank you.
I feel both informed after your presentation on TensorFlow and also informed on how to use emojis for a more engaging presentation.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, in consideration to time, we will have to skip question time with yourself, Maris. Though, to the audience, if you'd still like to reach out to Maris, you can do so on our Miro board. So thank you so much, Maris, for sharing your insights and inspiring others to learn.
Thank you to all of you. I really appreciate this opportunity.
We appreciate you. Thank you.